Okay, so it's time to wrap up this Vin Diesel marathon with XXX. No, it's not Vin Diesel's first foray into the wonderful and fascinating world of adult erotica. It is instead Vin Diesel as an extreme sports enthusiast turned NSA agent. This movie begins with a James Bond type infiltrating a group of extreme sports Eastern European terrorists. So he's there in a three-piece suit during a Rammstein concert. Or Rammstein, depending on, who you're listening to describe the band. Sticks out like a sore thumb. And is subsequently killed. Therefore, Samuel L. Jackson knows that he has to enlist somebody. He then enlists Xander Cage, extreme sports enthusiast who has had runs with the law 3 times, signifying the XXX tattoo he has across the back of his neck, and decides that he is going to be his new secret agent to help infiltrate this Eastern European gang of terrorists. Lots of cameos from other extreme sports, like Matt Hoffman, Tony Hawk. And pretty much what Xander does is he goes out and does these really crazy sort of stunts, records it, and then streams it on his website. And then holds giant parties. So of course, he blends in perfect with the Eastern European bioterrorists. This first is an action movie, It's an action movie where they try to throw in a lot of, oh, she's a Russian double agent, or, oh, he knows he's one of his agents, so he's gonna mock kill him. So they do try to throw in lots of the more standard, kind of like cloak and dagger bits and pieces. But it doesn't quite work because it's still a Vin Diesel movie. So you have lots of car chasing, lots of shooting, lots of fighting. He doesn't really give up like a James Bond sort of vibe, which of course is the reason why he was picked. And what is the main plot? Well, they're going to essentially use a mass transit device to deploy biological missiles into highly populated areas, and then at the end kind of drive the vehicle into the water. I'm pretty sure if it goes into the water, depending on the biological agent, it would disperse through the water and therefore, again, kill massive amounts of people. And of course, Vin Diesel stops them. And ironically, much like the first Fast and the Furious, Vin Diesel does not show up in the sequel. Initially there was planned to be 2 to 3 movies about this character. To see if it makes enough money, could he become, the Generation Xtreme version of like a James Bond character. Having these insanely elaborate and absolutely just ludicrous villains trying to pull off bizarrely elaborate plots, only to be foiled by essentially one lone man and some gadgets. All in all, this movie, it's entertaining. You can tell by this point in time, it seems kind of dated, because lots of the X references are by people who have almost kind of retired from the sport. They're considered legends. And then there's a scene where he's being shot at, and then he decides to grind a stair rail with a tray. I'm pretty sure it seemed a lot cooler before they actually shot it. But seeing large, bulky Vin Diesel in like a parka grinding a rail with a metal pan, or like a metal tray, it probably seemed a lot cooler. Almost kind of like in Lord of the Rings when Legolas, rides a shield down some stairs and begins to launch arrows at orcs the whole time. I'm pretty sure it probably seemed a lot cooler when they were mapping it out than when it actually happened. So that's XXX, the first one. Nothing at all to do with adult movies or adult erotica. And that's how I'm going to end my Vin Diesel marathon. Sorry I didn't get to movies like A Man Apart, you know, the chubby Vin Diesel movie. Sorry I didn't get to things like Babylon AD, Vin Diesel's other foray into the world of sci-fi, which even he thought was a horrible movie. So I don't know why he decided to be in it. So if you want to see Vin Diesel as an extreme sports enthusiast slash James Bond archetype, XXX is the movie for you.